Hi everyone, it's Michael, and this is a moment that I have been dreading for quite some time. I am going to have to pare down my orchid collection because I am moving. I just received a job offer and it's super exciting. I can't wait, and it is taking me out to Los Angeles. But now I have to assess my orchid collection and make some really tough choices about what I will and will not take with me. I will make a separate video about the process of packing them, how I'm going to transition them, what that entire process looks like. But this video is all about saying goodbye. And it's weird because when I was thinking about having to go through this process, I was more at peace with it. But now in the practical application of doing it, it's more difficult than I thought because we raise these little guys and they feel like an extension of us, and you want to see them succeed and you want to see their success all the way to fruition. I want to see them respike. I want to see them rebloom. But unfortunately, it's just not practical to bring all of these with me. So that being said, we're going to say goodbye to a few orchids today. The first orchid I'm saying goodbye to is a division of No.4. Now, I still haven't decided if I'm going to keep the mother plant of No.4 yet, but I think I will. I'm giving this one to my boss and my dear friend Nicole because, you know, the interesting thing about going through this process is I feel like I'm sowing seeds with people that mean a lot to me in my life because there's going to be connectivity and they'll be contacting me to figure out what they should do and when they should do it. So I love leaving my little plant children with their godparents, I guess. It just feels like I'm leaving them with people that I trust to be gentle and nurturing and caring. So Nicole, that one's for you. This is Nicole. She is my boss, and now with my role transitioning, she is just going to be my BFF. She is actually the recipient of a division of No.4, number 37, as well as a division of No.40. Now I've given Nicole all of these orchids because she's a queen. I trust her implicitly. But Nicole, tell me, what draws you to orchids? Why do you love them so much?
My favorite thing about orchids is that in nature, all of the elements have to come together and the most intricate looking and growing thing comes out of it. And when you put them into captivity, they're extremely challenging. And when you can get it to flower again, it's the most rewarding thing I've ever done.
Boy, do I hear ya. Thank you so much, Nicole.
Thank you.
Over this way, I have number 15 in the collection. This is the Sogo Eugodon Phalaenopsis. This is the one that I used for the 4-month adaptation video. I will link that below. But I just love this guy, and this one has just been such a pleasure to cultivate and watch it adapt. It's just continuing to do its thing. So that one's really difficult to say goodbye to, but I'm giving this to Kristen. A while back, I tried to save her orchid when it was sick and it died. So I promised her I would give her a lovely white Phalaenopsis, so this will be it. This is my dear friend Kristen, and she is the recipient of number 15. This is the Sogo Eugodon Phalaenopsis. Kristen, tell me what draws you to orchids?
I think they're very pretty and they're graceful, and I like the fact that they're hard to keep alive.
Yeah, the challenge like brings you some sort of satisfaction.
Yeah, in a wicked way.
Well, I love it. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Over this way, we have number 37 in my collection. This is the No ID Phalaenopsis that I used for the Urea versus Urea free experiment. I will also link that video below. But this one has done so beautifully. It's adapted very nicely. And yeah, this one is going to go to Nicole as well. I think she'll really enjoy it when it's in bloom. It's got a beautiful purple bloom. This guy over here is going to my friend Jessica. This is number 38 in the collection, and this was the one that I was using with the urea-based orchid fertilizer. And I eventually gave up because I had to mix a separate batch of nutrient solution for everything. But you can see it's actually still doing really well. I transitioned it to just using the urea-free formula, and its root growth just suddenly skyrocketed. So again, I'm not prepared to make any definitive statements about urea versus urea-free, but that is noteworthy. So that guy is going to Jessica. This beautiful lady is Jessica, and she is the recipient of number 38. This is the Fuller Sunset Phalaenopsis. But I was just curious, Jessica, what do you love about orchids? Or why do you feel connected to them?
Yeah, so growing up, my grandmother always had orchids, and I remember going over occasionally and, you know, waiting for them to bloom. And then going over, it was like Christmas because all the flowers somehow would miraculously be at the same time. I don't know, it's just, I remember being really happy and growing up around them. It was a celebration when they bloomed.
I love that. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
And this guy over here is a division of number 40, my Degar Moara. And the reason I'm actually giving this one away, I'm going to take the other division and try to cultivate it in LA. But I did want to make sure I left one of the divisions behind because you can see it's still desiccated, it's still struggling to adapt. And if the transition or the shipping or whatever I end up doing ends up adversely impacting it, I want to make sure that I have another one that can potentially live on, because this is going to Nicole as well. And Nicole, if this one does really well and my other one dies, I'm gonna need you to give me a division of this plant. Now, one thing I will say about this process is that I would have loved to have put these on my online store. I would have loved to have shared these plants with you guys, but unfortunately the timeline is so narrow on this move that I just don't have that luxury. But for future endeavors and maybe for future moves, that will be something that I do. So I just wanted to kind of give you guys a snapshot. That is what's going on. It's breaking my heart, but it's, I don't know, I feel like I'm leaving a little piece of myself with my friends, and that makes me really happy. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions, concerns, or feedback, go ahead and leave it in the comment section below. Don't forget to click subscribe and have a beautiful rest of your day. Bye guys.